6:49, it's the story everybody's talking about on social media this morning. We've got it on our Facebook page if you want to sound off. Parents in Loudoun County, Virginia were stunned to find out this week that the CIA forgot explosives on a school bus it had used for training. A CIA K-9 team was training at a high school while the students were on spring break last week. A routine check of that bus on Wednesday spotted the problem. The school spokesman says the explosives were in the engine block area, so it had blended in with some of the hoses. Now, the CIA says that training material did not pose a danger to passengers on the bus, which had been driving around with students for 2 days before the discovery. It's still crazy.
Yeah, kind of scary as a parent.
It's explosives. Don't tell me they were not.
Not really that dangerous.
It's not really that dangerous. That's crazy. Wow.
Hi, Getty. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for waking up with the Valley today. Now 10 minutes before 7. I'm Lisa Bedell here with Kyle Bosch, and we're starting our nonstop news and weather to the top of the hour to help you plan your day. A Valley News Live exclusive. For the first time, we hear from the mother of a former NDSU student found dead in a Fargo garage. Shelley Elkington says her daughter, Casey Jo Schulte, was the victim of opiate overprescribing, and it led her down a path of destruction.
Now Elkington is trying to spread awareness and change laws, saying, well, it's too late for Casey. It is not too late for someone else who might be suffering like her daughter.
She saw herself as somebody who took medication that was prescribed. So she didn't see that as I've now become an addict. I think if she would have felt more comfortable saying, you know what, I'm really struggling here, I need some help, without worrying that this social stigma or that people will judge her as a moral failing. And that happens. I see it all the time.
Shelley is now part of the Steve Remler Foundation. She trains people on how to use the drug naloxone. That's a medication that blocks the effects of opioids and can be especially effective in saving people's lives in an overdose.
If you or someone you know is struggling, we do have resources that can help on our website. Just head to valleynewslive.com and click on the hot button.
6:51 now on this Friday morning. Weather and traffic on the ones getting started with meteorologist Robert Hahn.
It's an old one out there. I wish this was an April Fool's joke after some very mild temperatures over the past few days. We've got temperatures right now in the teens and the 20s, and that's only part of the story. Some teens up to the north, 20s off towards the south, but we've got some strong and gusty winds. As we go through this morning, we'll see these gusty winds. They'll subside a bit this afternoon, then really crank on up later on tonight. The combination of the winds and the cold temperatures giving us wind chills as cold as 2 now in Langdon, 7 in Grand Forks, Devils Lake, Roseau and Badette, 5 in Thief River Falls, 10 down in the Fergus Falls area. We do have some clouds out there. We'll see some sunshine a little bit later on. Sun rising here in about 14 minutes or so. We have seen a few flurries and snow showers in our southwestern counties, but the steadier snow from Minot down towards Bismarck and Point South, that's beginning to fall on apart, but it has left behind some slick spots. Some areas saw an inch or 2 of snow with this area that stretches down into parts of South Dakota. A few snow showers in the Black Hills. Off to the southeast, active weather. It's going to be an active day from the mid-Atlantic down into the southeast. Already seeing 1 tornado watch and 1 tornado warning just south of Macon, Georgia, with a confirmed tornado just a little while ago. For us, we'll see some sunshine, some breezy conditions, and then some increasing clouds as we head through this afternoon and this evening as the storm system drops south out of Canada. That'll give us a chance for some rain and snow showers late tonight, early tomorrow morning. Could see an inch or 2 of snow in far northern Minnesota. Elsewhere, maybe up to a ½ an inch to an isolated inch possible. Tomorrow, a return to sunshine, but it's not going to warm us up too much. It'll be breezy as well. High temperatures in the 30s and 40s, maybe clinging to some 20s up in northern portions of Minnesota. As we head through the day today, getting into the low 40s here in Fargo, low 40s tomorrow, and that chance for some rain and snow late tonight and early tomorrow morning with minor accumulations in parts of the area. Sunday, a touch warmer in low 50s, 40s and 50s throughout next week. That's another look at your weather. Let's get another look at your traffic with Al Ahmed. Good morning, Al.
Good morning, Robert. I'm eastbound at Interstate 94. Let me tell you, folks are picking them up and laying them down, really getting after it this morning. We have a stalled car on eastbound Interstate 94. It's a white one. It's just east of the 25th Street ramp. Make sure that you're looking out for that. Northbound I-29 traffic's pretty darn thick out there as well. And we have there again, traffic speeds are pretty much up there. Things are looking good. Otherwise, though, the road surface is dry. Drive carefully today. Al Ahmed, Valley Today traffic.
6:53 now. It is official. The city of Moorhead and city manager Mike Redlinger are splitting up. The city council approved a separation agreement with Redlinger at a special meeting last night.
Redlinger's departure comes in the wake of a surprise performance review last month. but no details about what happened in the meeting or the reason for the split are being made public.
I know people want to know details, but it is the kinds of things that are not going to help Mike along, and it's not something that we can do legally. This is the kind of thing that personnel issues are always in the state of Minnesota kept private.
The City Council will discuss the appointment of an acting city manager at its April 11th meeting. Valley News Live is still pouring through the huge stack of documents we received Wednesday from the North Dakota BCI on its investigation into the deadly shooting of Fargo police officer Jason Mosier. And among them, a report from Fargo police showing how they used social media to their advantage as they desperately searched for information on gunman Marcus Schumacher.
Officers say they were trying to find out what types of weapons were being fired, how many weapons there were, and what might be going on inside Schumacher's mind. Now, if you'd like to read that full report from the BCI, we have it posted at our website. Just head to valleynewslive.com. A 4-hour-long nightmare now over for a family whose newborn baby was snatched from a shopping mall.
Police in suburban Philadelphia say a woman caught on surveillance video with the child was arrested late last night after allegedly kidnapping the 7-week-old baby boy. The suspect had befriended the family at the mall's food court, asked if she could hold the baby, and then took off with him. She was arrested and the child was found safe just before midnight. Charges against the woman are pending. A Virginia state trooper has died of gunshot wounds from a shooting at a Greyhound bus station. It happened just after a training session focusing in part on suspicious behavior.
Police say that trooper Chad Dermeyer had approached a man at the bus station. The man then pulled out a gun and shot him. 2 women were also shot and hurt in the incident before nearby officers were able to shoot and kill the gunman. No word yet on why that man decided to open fire.
It's Friday, so let's take a look at this week's Valley's Most Wanted. Police say 32-year-old Abdul Touré is wanted for felony sexual assault. He's about 5'6", 160 pounds. His picture's on your TV screen right now. Take a look and call your local law enforcement if you have any information on where he is.
It's 2 full nights of fun and excitement for the whole family. The PRCA Championship Rodeo returns to the Fargo Dome this weekend.
And that's where we find the Valley Today's Christy Larson, live from the Fargo Dome with more on all of the action. Good morning, Christy.
Good morning, guys. There's going to be a lot of entertainment for families, but I first want to turn to TC Long, who's the announcer, and let's talk about the competition aspect of it, too, because there's going to be a lot of those top cowboys, cowgirls out here competing for nationals.
You're going to get to see some of the top cowboys and cowgirls of our game of rodeo are going to be here. They're all trying to make it to the National Finals Rodeo. This is one of the stops. Brett Stallin, the bull riding National Finals competitor from Minnesota, is going to be here. You've got guys from Mandan, North Dakota, and the bareback riding, Ty Brewer. It's going to be action-packed, but not only that, you're going to get to see National Finals bucking horses and bulls, too.
I mean, so much entertainment. As you said, you only need to pay for the front part of your seat because that's where you're going to be sitting the whole time. And you're also might be on your feet cheering for, Tim and the whole crew. So, again, what kind of entertainment are you going to provide for people this weekend?
I also do the clowning, not just the entertainment with the dogs and monkeys. And so we're just going to kick it off at the start, whatever it takes for entertainment, walk and talk to entertain the crowd. But we're going to be having a lot of fun, and there'll be some crowd participation because I might be dragging somebody out here to do something with.
And I know that E isn't the only one who's going to be riding on a dog. You're also going to have 2 others as well out here. Again, it's just going to be a whole fun night of entertainment. Doors open up at 6:30 Friday and Saturday. The shows are at 7:30. Don't forget to get your tickets ahead of time. You can save yourself $5. Otherwise, Kyle and Lisa, it's only half price for kids compared to adults, and I have to say it's going to be a well worth it show, especially if you get to maybe get picked out of the crowd to hang out with E.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
A monkey with a cowboy hat has totally made my morning.
I know.
It doesn't get better than that. How cute. Christy Larson reporting live with her new best friend E at the Fargo Dome.
Well, a few people took notice of some big names from the NFL in Fargo this week. Check it out. The Philadelphia Eagles top brass were in town to work out Carson Wentz on Wednesday. These photos show Wentz eating dinner with Eagle head coach Doug Peterson and owner Jeffrey Lurie later at a Fargo restaurant. Now, the Eagles are holding the 8th pick in the upcoming draft. Wentz isn't expected to last that long, so if there were to take him, they would likely have to trade up. Now, there were Eagle Scouts in North Dakota for NDSU's Pro Day, but as Carson told us, he is planning to work out privately for multiple teams before the draft on April 28th.
Yeah, so we still have a full month
More
of the
sightings to come.
Yeah. It's fun. It's become a game. Where are you going to spot him next? Let's get our answer quick to our question of the morning on Facebook. A poll of adults finds 1 in 5 of us eats this every day.
The answer? Cereal. Lots of people.
Sometimes for supper.
Cereal for supper.
lunch.
Is
And lunch.
delicious.
Breakfast, lunch.
There you go. It's cold out there, and we've been spoiled. These temperatures are actually just slightly below normal lows for this time of year. Temperatures in the teens and 20s. It's breezy out there. It'll be breezy throughout the day. Winds really kick up tonight. With a chance for some rain and snow for many of us.
Not a nice weekend, but we'll just get through
Pretty
it.
good, actually.
We'll get through
Decent
this
weekend.
We'll
first day of
get through
April.
this. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks for waking up with the Valley today. More local news and weather right here in just 25 minutes.
Have a great Friday and weekend, everybody. We'll see you Monday morning.
Take care.